Hello students. The organs of speech or the organs involved in the production of speech can be divided strictly into three categories. That is respiratory system, second one phonatory system, and third one articulatory system. In articulatory system, pharynx, oral cavity and nasal cavity play the main role, active role. Or we can say articulatory system consists of pharynx, oral cavity and nasal cavity. It is human vocal apparatus. Apparatus simply means equipment, the tools with which we make our speech. In articulatory system, what happens to the air? Air breathed out of the lungs passes through the larynx into the pharynx. We had discussed about larynx and pharynx before. And from there, through the mouth or the nasal passage. This process can be called articulatory system. What do we mean by articulation? Articulation is a noun form of articulate. It can be defined as bringing together or bringing near each other of two organs in the production of speech. For the production of speech, we want active participation of some organs under organs of speech. While we articulate, while we bring together or bring near each other of two organs in the production of speech, what happens? Variation in modulation of air column in the vocal cavity results in the quality of sounds with the help of articulators. It is named as supraglottal organs. Oral cavity, nasal cavity can be called supraglottal organs. For articulation, there are active articulators and passive articulators. Under active articulators come tongue and lower lip. At the same time, upper lip, teeth, roof of the mouth. It is made of teeth ridge. Another name for teeth ridge is alveolar ridge or alveolum. Alveolum can be defined as hard convex part behind the upper front teeth. It is hard and convex in shape behind the upper front teeth. Hard palate, second part of our roof of the mouth is hard palate. That is hard concave area behind teeth ridge. That is hard palate. First we talked about teeth ridge. Its another name alveolar ridge or alveolum. Immediately behind that we can see hard concave area behind teeth ridge. That area can be called hard palate. Immediately after hard palate, we have soft palate. In Malayalam, annak, when we feel it with our fingers, we can understand that some part is very hard, some part is soft. Soft palate, another name is vellum. That is soft part of the roof after hard palate. Its position is immediately after hard palate. This hard palate can be raised or lowered. We can raise it or we can lower it. If it is raised, if hard palate is raised to touch the back wall of pharynx, what will happen? Nasal passage will be blocked. It will be closed. That time, some sounds will be produced if we produce. That sounds are called oral sounds. For example, develop, cat, pat, rat, etc. Rabbit. When we pronounce or produce these sounds, our nasal cavity is blocked and oral cavity is fully open because we have raised there the soft palate area. At the same time, when we pronounce man, name, king, man first sound and last sound, there we lower the soft palate. That time oral cavity will be blocked. Man, nasal cavity will be open. But in between there is a vowel sound. It is nasalized. So it comes both through both nasal cavity and oral cavity. But when we focus on m sound and n sound, it can be called nasal sounds because it completely comes through nasal cavity. The air comes through nasal cavity. M, n, name, n, m sound. King, last sound, sound comes through nasal cavity. So that sound is called, or these sounds are called nasal sounds. Third category, nasalized sounds. That is mixed sounds. Air, when the air passes through nasal cavity and oral cavity, some sounds are produced. Man, vowel in man, a sound. It comes, the air comes through the through the nose and through the mouth, nasal cavity and oral cavity. Such sounds are called nasalized sounds. And ovula. This is ovula. Here it is connected with our upper front teeth. That means part of roof of the mouth. In roof of the mouth, we can see ovula, fleshy finger-like structure at the extreme end of soft palate. If you look at the mirror, while opening your mouth, you can see that fleshy finger-like structure at the extreme end of the soft palate. This structure can be called articulatory system. Then tip of the tongue. There, tongue has tip of the tongue, blade, and front, center, back of the tongue. Here, tip of the tongue can touch here teeth ridge. It can touch our teeth ridge, upper teeth ridge. Then hard palate. It can touch on hard palate. Please touch it. Touch with it. Hard palate. The part immediately after the teeth ridge. And part of soft palate. The part immediately after hard palate. So altogether system can be called articulatory system. How the sounds are classified. Speech sounds are classified according to the place of articulation. What do you mean by place of articulation? Meeting place of articulators. Two articulators will meet together in a particular place. That is called place of articulation. Second criteria, manner of articulation, the way of pushing out of the air. How do we push out the air? Based on that, speech sounds are classified. When we classify sounds based on point of articulation and manner of articulation, we get two types of sounds, vowels and consonants. Number one, vowels. While we produce vowel sound, air is flowing through the vocal tract freely without any obstruction. We can manipulate the air that passes through the vocal tract with or without obstruction of air stream. These are voiced sounds produced with no obstruction of the air stream. When we pronounce a, o, e, e, o, there we don't feel any obstruction in the vocal tract. These sounds are called vowel sound. A vowel is a speech sound that is produced without any obstruction air in the speech tract. There are 20 vowels in English. These are subdivided into two pure vowels and impure vowels. Pure vowels can be called monophthongs and impure vowels diphthongs. Totally, there are 20 vowels in English, 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs. Vowels are described based on the following criteria. How can we describe a vowel? We can describe it easily based on these criteria. Number one, the height of the tongue. What height do we raise our tongue? The height of the tongue. Second, the part of the tongue that is raised. Tip, front, center, back of the tongue. Which part? The part of the tongue that is raised or lowered. Third one, the position of the lips, whether it is round in round position or unround position. A vowel may be either short or long. Short vowels and long vowels. Long vowels take two dots in front of them. Example, E, A. While short vowels do not take these dots. But what is given in the example, it is really wrong. E, here E. There is no dot in short vowels, but in long vowels we can see these two dots. E, do not. We can see the pure vowels in English. That is number one, E. Number two, E, A, A, O, O, U, U, A, A, E, 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 A, A, O, O, U, U, A, A. Now we can categorize the pure vowels based on its place of articulation. Look here, this is the structure of our tongue. Here we can see front, center, back of the tongue. While we pronounce or while we produce E, it comes front, close. Next, I, it is front, I, oo, it's at back side, back, oo, oo, it's also back. Half close. It is very close, but it is half close. Next, half open. A, uh, oh, uh, this half open, open, uh, uh, oh, uh, it's open. So then this is front, front, center, and back. Uh, Now we can take one by one these pure vowels. First one, E. It's a long vowel. Common spelling as in tree, cheese, canteen, scene, bean, scene. Anyway, here it is the pronunciation. E comes here, scene, leaf, E, A. But E sound, leaf, reason, see, beat, complete, E. But we have to pronounce E, complete, Jesus, B, these, machine, look, not machine, machine, prestige, prestige, suit, 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 key, starry, story, E-Y, and money, and EY. So E sounds. Now we see IE, but the sound is as in peace, E sound, field, EI, like in siege, receipt, deceive. It is very important to study this transcription form. Pure vowel number two, E. It's a short vowel, common spellings, E, bit, sit, rich, lorry, E, very, any, pretty, naked, naked, here E sound, naked, careless, careless, women, 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 oh, women, village, 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 not village, village, private, 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 manage, manage, Monday, a Monday, Monday, Sunday, rhythm, rhythm. Pure vowel number three, a. It is short vowel, common spelling as it is seen in common spelling set, a, get, beg, let, peck, peg, heaven, ea, but heaven, feather, thread, threat, dread, many, many, a. That's some a, some many, any, themes, themes, eight, says, says, says. Here a sound. Pure vowel number four, a. It's a short vowel as in sad, bad, back, bag, hat, bag, badge, badge, marry, glide, glide, a sound. Pure vowel number five, that is a. It's a long vowel as in march, large, start, hard, heart, E-A-R, but we have to pronounce here heart. Vowel number six, O, as in dog, pot, hot, wa, was, swan, want, cough, trough, trough, because, Australia, oh, Australia, laurel, quality, quality, O sound. Next comes O, as in court, sword, born, so, learn, done, yawn, a sound. Next comes u, as in put, full, u, cushion, wolf, woman, bosom, 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 not bosom, bosom, good, book, cool, cool, could, would, should. Next comes oo, oo sound. It's a long vowel, two dots are there, as in food, food, moon, spoon, do, move, lose, chew, blue, ooh, group, through, wound, root, June, Susan, juice, shoe, ooh sound. Number 10, it's a short vowel like hut, cut, Sunday, sun, one, love, look, among, rough, trouble, sound, country, ang, cousin, courage, look here, sound. Number 11, sound, it's a long vowel, like a bird, first, metal, hair, serve, air, earth, herd, turn, church, per, word, world, work, journey, scars, sound. Sorry for pronouncing like this. We have to follow the rules at least. The last category that comes under pure vowels, sound. Very short vowel, like in possible, possible, gentleman, woman, oblige, suppose, particular, mother, doctor, famous, etc. Uh, uh, Short sounds. With that, we can wind it up today. This is called the categorization that comes under vowel. Classification and categorization of vowel sounds. We can see in the next session. Thank you.